Hey, business owners, I bet what you're thinking about is how do I get more leads? What is this lead generation thing this crazy guy on YouTube is talking about? Well, we're going to go ahead and discuss why becoming a lead generation magnet is easy to do with 3 simple steps. My name is Mark. I work with a company called Home Leads, and we help small businesses grow online through creating simple systems in order for them to become their own lead generation machine. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to watch this video. With that being said, let's go ahead and discuss what most businesses are doing right now in the industry and how you can immediately avoid a lot of the pitfalls that most small businesses are doing in this lead generation business. What we're seeing right now is a huge push in companies that are selling leads or reselling leads to small businesses. Most small businesses have no other idea of how to become a lead generation machine. So what they then do is they subscribe to one of these services. Now, God love them. Everybody's trying to make a living, and I get that. But here is really how these lead generation businesses will work. Let's say you own a moving company. You have a couple of trucks, a couple of guys who are looking to grow the business. You subscribe to a lead generation business. How this will work then is if a customer calls into the lead generation company and says that they have an apartment, let's say, that needs to be moved, and it's in your service area, you as the service provider will be notified by this company. Hey, moving company, we have a lead coming in. It's in your service area. Do you want it? Now, if you're all too familiar with this, you also understand the back end of it. You will say, yes, you want the lead. They'll give you the information and your card on file will be charged. But here's the problem, guys. Let's say there's 10 other moving companies in that same service area and they're all subscribed to the same service. You guessed it, they're all getting that lead too. So when you go and you get the notification, there's 10 or 12 other folks vying for that same job. You then call the customer. The customer's already been contacted by 4 or 5 people, and they've already booked somebody by the time that you have called them. If this sounds familiar, go ahead and share a like with this video or leave a comment below, because we hear this conversation happen all the time. So with that being said, how can you get out of the pitfall of what most business owners are doing, seeking their leads this way? Easy. You've got to get your own leads and become a lead generation magnet for your own business. Well, Mark, how do we do this? Well, there's 3 simple steps that if you follow them very quickly, you will see your phone ringing off the hook. The first one, you've got to make sure that you're more known. Okay, going back to the idea of you being a moving company. The whole term of this company is the town's best kept secret is horrible as a business idea, okay? You work too darn hard, your family, your friends, everybody's relying on you to make this work, okay? So we cannot be the town's best kept secret. The other thing we hear all the time is, I get my business through referrals. Well, that's great, those are fantastic, but most of the time after working with several hundred businesses, we have found out that referrals aren't reliable, okay? You may have a boost in them in particular times of the year, but it's not kind of steady, it's not predictable. So if we can pick up the referrals, fantastic. We call those gimme sales or gimme jobs. You know, they kind of come into you, they're kind of the gimme jobs, right? But it's not a way to really build your business and grow. We want to make sure that you are generating the leads all to you, not paying a service for them, okay? While at the same time, not relying on just a referral. So you've got to be more known. How do we do that? Well, you want to do it a couple of different ways. But the big thing right now is you want to be more known online. There's a bunch of ways to be able to do that, whether it's through SEO, better websites, changing around your Google profile, your reviews. There's a bunch of different ways you can do that. But you've got to make sure that you 100% are known in your service area. So when someone is looking for a moving service or a pool cleaning company or a pressure washer in your area, there's no question on who the person should go to. It should be you. You're the person. You're not the town's best kept secret. The second item that you need to follow is you want to make sure that it is easy for the customer to contact you. Okay, what does that mean? Well, the customer who needs that service, okay, they've actually done the work, they've gone online and they started looking around for moving companies or pressure washing companies or painters or whatever in their area. Okay, most people right now, Google has recently said about 82% of folks who are searching for products and services to buy online, they do not want to pick up the phone and call somebody. They want to chat, they want to text, they want a direct message, you know, that kind of stuff. So you have got to make sure that you're meeting the customer where they are with the technology that they want to use. So if you're just waiting on a phone call and you're not open to other ways of communication, it's going to cause a problem for you, folks. It really is. So you've got to make sure that you are adapting to those different methods of communication and making sure that it's easy for the customer to reach out to you. The third one, and this is one that a lot of times folks just overlook, okay, especially for solopreneurs, one-person operations. You got to make sure that the communication to these customers is automated. If you're out doing a job, if you're on a sales call, if you're out quoting a job, heck, if you're with your family being a human being, if it is off hours or if you're too busy, you want to make sure that you do not rely on that person to call or text, leave a voicemail, or be patient to have you respond to their text or their message. And then an hour or two later, maybe the next day, you then call them back and say, hey, this is what's going on. How can I help? As we all know, leads are only hot for about 7 minutes. We're all guilty of this. I know I am. If I'm calling for a service and I can't get a hold of somebody, I will literally just go down the line until I'm able to have someone that communicate directly back with me. We're all that way. Why do you think your customers are any different? So we've got to make sure that it is automated. So when someone does the work to go online, you are now easier to find. Then they can communicate with you in a way they prefer to be communicated in. At that point in time, now we've got 2 out of the 3. We've got to make sure that it is automated so that you are not doing the manual labor of either returning phone calls, returning to chats, text messages, all that type of stuff. If you're able to tie those 3 things together, be more known, make it easier for your customers to communicate with you, and make sure you get back to the customers ASAP through automation. So now you are not physically doing the manual labor. You, my friends, will now become a lead generation machine yourself without relying on a pay-per-lead business. So I hope this helps bring some clarity to you, gives you some other ideas to think about. My name is Mark. I'm with Home Leads, and I greatly appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to learn about how your business yourself can become a lead generation machine and blow your business to new growth levels. Thanks so much, guys. And as always, we'll see y'all on the next one.